2020 could bring even more progress for people who want decreased penalties for possessing marijuana. Elected leaders and voters all across the state have already made changes in some places. And in this News 5 original, Kevin Barry explains how Cleveland City Council could start taking action in the next few weeks.
Of the roughly 55 million Americans who say they've used marijuana, the ACLU says white and black Americans use it at about the same rate. But that's where State Representative Stephanie Howes says the equality ends.
I talk to many professionals, right? People are using it right now, but the difference is who's getting caught.
That's why Cleveland City Councilman Blaine Griffin introduced this ordinance over the summer.
What we think is that people that have small amounts should not receive penalties.
It would remove all penalties for people who are caught with less than 200 grams of marijuana in Cleveland. No jail time, no fines. Because Griffin says even small penalties are too steep for some people and can lead to larger punishments later.
There's bias whenever you have these kind of penalties.
Griffin tells me a city council committee will take up the ordinance within a month. It's following cities like Cincinnati and Columbus, whose city councils decreased penalties already. In Cincinnati, there's no punishment for having less than 100 grams, and Columbus has a $10 fine for less than 100 grams and a $25 fine for anything between 100 and 200 grams. Griffin says many prosecutors have already started to be more lenient with smaller marijuana charges.
They've already started to lessen the heavy-handed tactics around marijuana. We just want to codify it.
In many more communities, voters have taken the lead. Just in 2019, Bremen, Nelsonville, and Northwood all voted to have no punishment for people carrying certain amounts of marijuana. Before them, voters in these 10 other cities backed the same move. Councilman Griffin says he wants Cleveland to catch up.
This is our modern-day prohibition.
At the very end of 2019, the House Judiciary Committee passed a bill that would legalize marijuana on the federal level. That bill still needs to pass the House of Representatives and the Senate before it could potentially become a law. In Cleveland, I'm Kevin Barry, News 5.